Hi everybody, Dr. Michelle Campbell here from Campbell Care Center, and what I want to talk to you today is about some ankle and foot stretches. A lot of people tend to have ankles that don't have the proper range of motion. They may have some pain or feel weakness. Some people will have some foot issues, and I'm just going to give you a few great stretches to help deal with those. So first one is if you just cross your foot up here. We're going to work with the fascia here. So the fascia goes from the heel down to your toes. And what I'm going to work with is trying to stretch that fascia. So you take your hand and you curl your toes back, creating this to be nice and tight. Then what you can do is you can actually self-stretch. So this is generally a good stretch just as is. If you have some tightness and some soreness in here, you'll probably feel a little bit of a stretch just as it is. If you are someone that gets foot pain as soon as you step out of bed in the morning, doing these stretches before you step out will minimize it because it will help stretch the fascia. But what you can do is just kind of take your fingers and stretch along. So if you see here, I'm just kind of trying to glide my fingers along the fascia while moving my toes. This just really helps to warm up the fascia and stretch it. It's very easy, very nice to do before you get out of bed in the morning. The other thing you can do is the typical alphabet of your foot. So doing the A, B, C, D, you get the point here. As you're doing this, it helps just get range of motion into your ankle. So as you're watching TV, just move. I'm at L here. You can see how it's really easy to do and just gets the range of motion completely in your foot. So that's a really easy one to do. And now I'm going to show you two stretches for the back of the legs into the calf, which is also going to help the range of motion of your ankle. So if you just kind of bear with me here, I think you can see. So you're going to put your foot up onto the wall, okay? Then with your knee straight, I'm just going to lean in. As I'm leaning in, I'm feeling a lot of a stretch right through there. And with stretches, as always, you're going to hold them for about 30 seconds. And you can also do this with a bent knee. Just get a little bit of a different part of the muscle stretched. And even if you have one problem on one side, you always want to use the other side as well. So we're going to do a stretch on that other side there. Now another way you can do this is if you have a step, you can actually feel your heels slide down or drop down on the step, and you can also feel a stretch. So I'll show you on this stool here. So you'd be standing, and what you're going to see is your heel is going to drop down. So for example, if I was on a step, okay, this is not the best position for it, but gives you the idea, and you can drop your heels down. I can feel a huge stretch in my calves, and if I want to do it with a little bit of a bend in the knee, you get a different spot as well. Okay, so those are really good stretches for the calves. And the last thing I want to show you is just some range of motion of your ankle. So you're going to start with your foot out, just a little bit from the wall. And you're going to bring your knee straight down, keeping your heel flat against the floor. Then you're going to go inside, about 45 degrees, and then outside, 45 degrees. All while keeping my heel on the floor. I'm going to slide it back a little bit, just a little bit. Do the same thing, in and out. So that's a little bit far for me. I can feel my heels starting to come up, so I would work that range. If this was not far, I would come back just a little bit again and work away. So this leg's just support. It's this leg that we're working. We're going straight, inside, outside. Okay? You go until you can't go where your heel will pop up. You can't keep your heel flat on the floor. Then that's the range that you're going to work. It's going to help to increase your range of motion of your ankles, which not only is going to help your ankle and feet, it's going to help the rest of the chain up. So you can do these exercises a few times throughout the day. Any stretch you hold for 30 seconds, and you can definitely do it before you get up in the morning. That's key if when you step out of bed you feel that pain into the arch or the fascia. Of course, orthotics are another great thing to look at. Have your feet assessed, see if that's an option. can give you really great support for your feet, as well as help support the rest of the way up for the chain issues, especially into the low back. I can definitely help you with that as well. Just give me an email, give us a call at the office. I'd be happy to help you and assess and let you know if you might be a good candidate and if they might help you. Have an awesome day, guys, and we'll take care and we'll talk soon.